Bruce Pearl has told the story so many times that it's a legend. For one day in February 2008, Memphis was the center of the sports universe. Number 1, undefeated Memphis faced number 2 Tennessee in a showdown hyped all week by ESPN. Celebrities packed the arena, tickets were scarce, and Beale Street was electric. A couple of hours before tip-off, Pearl stunned an alumni event by declaring his Vols were 40 minutes away from being number 1. "We're going to kick their ass," he shouted. They did, winning 66-62 and claiming the top ranking for the first time in school history. But 3 days later, Tennessee lost to Vanderbilt. Memphis, meanwhile, wouldn't lose again until the national championship game. More than 17 years later, Pearl is at the heart of another epic number 1 versus number 2 showdown. His number 2 Auburn team heads to Tuscaloosa to face number 1 Alabama. It's a defining moment in an in-state basketball rivalry that dates back to 1924, played 170 times but never on this level. "For all the great Iron Bowls in football, this is the biggest basketball game in Alabama history," said Alabama coach Nate Oats. "Auburn's the best team in the country right now, and we've got to knock them out." Pearl, appearing on SiriusXM, acknowledged Alabama's strength. "They're the deepest and most talented team in our league," he said. "I want to beat Alabama more than anyone because they're our rival, but I don't take it personally." This moment validates both programs' investments in basketball. Auburn revived Pearl's career after his exile from Tennessee due to NCAA violations, while Alabama bet on Oats, a former high school coach who thrived at Buffalo. Both schools have reached a Final Four in the past 5 years. Their last 7 meetings have featured at least one ranked team. It's not Duke, North Carolina, but it carries the same energy as Tennessee-Memphis in 2008. Yet, these rare number 1 versus number 2 clashes are often remembered for the build-up rather than the result. In 2008, Tennessee's win over Memphis was their peak. They were out of the Sweet 16 a month later, and Memphis made it to the championship game. This game won't define Alabama or Auburn's season. They'll meet again in Auburn on March 8th, possibly in the SEC tournament and maybe even the Final Four. The last number 1 versus number 2 matchup in a conference game, Kansas versus Oklahoma, in 2016, saw the Sooners, not the Jayhawks, reach the Final Four. No matter who wins Saturday, more battles await. The celebration will be loud, and the pain will sting, but this is just the beginning.